'Cause we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless, like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us, but the truth is that I'm only one girl.
Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and we're picking up exactly where we left off, on a loading screen. Let's find out what the matter is. This protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. No, it's the loading screen, damn it. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission. Pod 153. I'll speed this up a little bit. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in transmission network between pod 042 and pod 153. Said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. Maybe so. It may also not be so. Unclear. Clarification requested. After repeated information exchange between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feelings towards. Could this be our will? The definition of will is unclear. Will the question of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination? Will is the question, yeah, okay. So this is the thing that's happening now. Such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Tactics duty to see this through to the end. You sounded like an android. Yep. Perhaps. Do not die. I love that.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate.
Okay. We're back with the 9S for now.
Good morning, 9S.
Good morning.
Am I...
Analysis. The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Yeah, probably for the best. Oh.
Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired.
Yes, so we got that. Also, there's a body here. Let's pray for Torino, and we're gonna have a crack at something right now that may or may not succeed.
Keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Let's do this.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna have a crack at this now. So there's a boss here. If I can make it happen. This giant robot here is actually a boss. If I can do enough damage to bloody open it up. Sorry, we had to kill that guy. And that robot has a friendly health bar, he's not... Huh. So this robot... Notice this robot doesn't have a friendly health bar, but this robot does. This robot's just gonna vomit on us. Oh no, he's gonna explode and destroy that robot. Oh, not quite. Ah, come on. That's right. Look, honestly, it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. So if you do enough damage to this thing, it will actually activate, I think. But maybe I can't do it as 2B because I don't have the damage output. Like, that's literally all I can do here, so... And because I can't hack, I don't have a way of doing, like, a high amount of damage. It might be that I actually can't do this. keep trying for a little while longer, but if this doesn't happen soon, we might need to try this as A2 or even 2B later. Yeah, because he's very much not activating. But this is a boss, and I did intend to fight him at some point, but apparently it's not going to be right now. So I think we might need to come back once we've beaten ending C for that one. Still. So head back around to the tower. I think we'll end up going to the resistance camp first. We're actually getting to the end of this route too. Things are about to get very strange, by the way. Resistance camp. Yes, that's what we wanted. Very definitely what we wanted. Things are about to get very strange, actually. Memory unit, green. Tactics log, geographic data, vitals. All of this good stuff. Pod connection, DBU setup. All systems green, combat preparations complete. Excellent. And we're back here. So if there's any last things we should be checking for here, I don't think there are. And we can go do the stuff. Oh, there is one thing we didn't get. Oh no. Or did we get that? No, okay. That might be later. I might be misremembering. Anyway, whatever. Let's go out here. Let's go to the tower. And we get new music here too. Okay, we need to unlock these. Awesome. Double awesome. Triple awesome. Nope.
Hello, and thank you for using Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience. But locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated.
I thought I just did that.
Accessing the main tower.
We did that.
Have a great day.
Or do I actually... Oh, I actually have to hack these. That's right, I forgot. What, you actually have to hack into this. And you are timed for this, by the way. It's not as easy as just going in and doing it. I mean, it's not hard, but yeah. I forgot that you actually have to do the hacking as well. I thought you just activated them. It's been a little while, guys, since I last did this. It's almost like I haven't beaten the game. I have, by the way. There we go, nice and easy. The cool thing with that is that the actual core isn't protected, so it doesn't actually matter. There we go.
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the sub-units.
Good for us.
That means a special prize is waiting for you inside the tower.
Fantastic.
We look forward to serving you.
Oh boy. Oh, that's right, and this takes forever to hack. Yep.
Mars is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ow. 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 That was a lot of damage. Hang on. I gotta get away. I gotta recover. The annoying part of this is I don't think I can actually hack the machines. I mean, I probably can. Oh yeah, I can, but I think I'll lose my tower hack progress, but that's fine. Probably more important to get the machines blown up than it is to try and keep hacking the tower. Especially because that's actually how we progress.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
More of them, yeah.
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
Yep. Oh boy.
Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you.
Oh boy.
The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Devila? Bulbula? What are you doing here?
So you can actually get an ending here by walking away.
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
But yeah, you can actually get an ending here by walking away from them while they're fighting the robots. Oh, the music! Listen to that music, guys. I'm just gonna let it run. So, this piece of music is from the original game, and it plays, I forget the exact moment it plays, it's towards the end.
9S, you just focus on hacking.
Oh, I'm focusing, alright. But yeah, this is actually from the original Nier, this piece of music. It's playing at the moment. Well, the not chiptune version of it is at least. Oh no! Damn it. Got it. Excellent. Cool.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit its self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
Okay.
It's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Yeah. Oh boy.
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Hopola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That's gonna look great on the video. It's gonna look fantastic on the video, that part. TV static works really well. So I guess we made it into the tower. Also, yeah, the music is from the original Nier, as I said before, which is cool. And we get this. Yeah, let's open it now. Because this is... oh, yeah. There's a bit of reading to do. So, dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Deviler and Popular models, are defective. Yes, they are. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. Oh, this is... yeah. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twins Deviler and Poplar models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were the observers after all. Ah, watch out! Deviler staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry sis, guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Poplar, come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sands get into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still, I'll be quick. Deviler grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloody, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Deviler's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check circuitry to see if it can be repaired, replace the bandage and hope for the best. So, this is... yeah, we have choices here. Let's replace the bandage. I want to repair this as soon as possible, but I have no tools or materials, and I know I won't find either in the middle of a desert. For now, the important thing is to make sure the wound doesn't get worse. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Deviler. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologise, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologising. We both apologise while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Deviler's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Deviler crosses her legs and scowls. The black scroll took another victim, she said. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. So this is referring to a whole bunch of stuff that happens in the original Nier. If you haven't played the original Nier, A, you should. B, this may not make a lot of sense, but basically the black scroll is a thing that was happening and people were being turned into things because of the black scroll and a bunch of stuff. It's explained in the first game. But yeah. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong, you can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scroll started raging out of control. So basically, in the original Nier, and I'm just trying to think if I can explain this without spoiling a huge chunk of the first game. I think maybe I won't go into detail. I know what happens, and I know what the black scroll is, and I know what the replicants are and how it works. But if I explain that and you go play the original Nier, it's a massive spoiler. But then again, this is all actually kind of a massive spoiler for the first game anyway, so let's just press on. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Poplar and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Poplar. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. I wanted to do that in the Ron Howard narrator voice, but no. All thanks to a pair of Devil and Poplar models from another town. Okay, so this is... The Devil and Poplar models they mentioned there from another town, that's referencing the Devil and Poplar from the first Nier. The Devil and Poplar models that we see here aren't those Devil and Poplar models that you meet in the original game. Also, this is a massive spoiler for Nier. And that's just this game that is now spoiling part of Nier. So there's basically nothing I can do at that point. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devil loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left, and yet she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our Resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. On one day, I realised how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. So these Devil models, instead of carrying through with Project Gestalt, which is basically what happens in Nier, they didn't do that. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers on the day Project Gestalt collapsed. Oh, sorry. Our role of... okay. Deep breath. Here we go. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devil and Poplar models from another town. So that, again, is the original Nier. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devil and Poplar models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do. But it was too late, my emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop, it was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them, we're not the same, we are who we are, and that Deviler and Poplar were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Deviler being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Deviler, and for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our it stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Deviler? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try and retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Deviler's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and again we have choice. As long as we have bodies to support one another, as long as I have someone with whom to share my fate, then I will press on no matter what happens to me. Because I won't ever stop protecting her. I won't stop. No one stops. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Yeah, so, there's a lot. There's a lot there. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Deviler and Poplar models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behaviour, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Deviler and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
So we're in the tower.
Why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Yep. So the entrance is indeed a trap. I'm going to save the game. We're actually going to make this a slightly shorter episode because this is actually a really good point to leave it before we start going up the tower and heading towards what is effectively the end of the game here. So I'm actually going to leave it here for now, even though that makes this episode a little bit short. But we're going to come back to this in the next episode and we'll be ascending the tower at that point. So thank you all for watching and I will see you all then.
I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth